Many coaches believe that they need thousands of followers before they start to actually monetize and scale their coaching business. But the reality is, I was able to build a $6 million online business with a very small following and email list. So in this video, I'm going to share with you what I learned along the way and the secrets I'm using with my clients to take them to 7 figures in 2025, including number 1, how to assess which offer you should create or go all in on for 2025. Number 2, how to streamline your marketing so you know exactly what to do every day and not spend 24/7 posting reels. Number 3, how to double, triple, or even quadruple your sales in the next 30 days, even if you don't feel qualified right now or well known enough yet. Number 4, how to use paid ads to multiply your revenue and cash flow quickly. And get this, by using other people's money. So to start, let me share with you the number 1 shift I made in the early days of my business that took me from barely making $10,000 a month to earning over $350,000 a month every month. And I am quite confident anyone can do this. So say you and your friends are craving pizza and you stumble upon 2 pizza places on the same street. One says Pizza Slice and the other one says Gourmet Pizzeria. So the sign outside Pizza Slice reads, "Get ready for an unforgettable pizza experience." Intrigued but unsure, you guys step inside and the menu is blank. The owner greets you and says, "Trust us, our pizza is amazing. You won't know what you're getting until it arrives, but it's part of the adventure." And you and your friends exchange uneasy glances. How big would the pizza be? Would it have toppings we like? Is it thin crust, deep dish, or something else? So feeling skeptical and not wanting to be disappointed, you walk out. And then down the street, you see Gourmet Pizzeria, where the sign reads, "Handcrafted, 12-inch, wood-fired pizzas. Choose from margarita, pepperoni, or veggie supreme." And inside, the menu is detailed, and each pizza lists the ingredients and the portion sizes and even how it's cooked. And the cashier even adds, "Our margarita pizza is made with fresh mozzarella and basil, and our pepperoni is a fan favorite. It's perfectly crispy." So without hesitation, you and your friends order. And when the pizzas arrive, everything matched your expectations and you were pleased. So what does this mean for you and your coaching business? You're probably wondering. Well, the thing is, people don't like uncertainty. And when they spend money, they want to know exactly what they're getting. They want to feel confident and excited and ready to buy. And without that clarity, they'll hesitate and they walk away. And most coaches out there have an offer right now that isn't strong enough for today's marketplace. The best marketing and sales systems won't make up for an okay offer. So in 2025, a strong top 10 offer will be the number 1 predictor of success. Why? Because there are a lot of options for buyers. They have choices. And when they're unsure what you're actually offering, and if it's vague and confusing, they will just click away and move on to something else. So now you're probably wondering, okay, well then what makes a solid top 10 offer? Well, it needs to solve a major problem for someone because people just buy solutions to problems. So if you're offering vague things like feeling healthier or feeling happier or feeling better or feeling more positive or feeling more confident, then people will just click away because they don't really know what that means. Think about it. Feelings are intangible. They cannot be measured. When someone eats a slice of pizza, they know they got what they paid for. And when someone loses 10 pounds, they know they got what they paid for. And when someone starts making extra money in their new business, they know they got what they paid for. But when someone feels better, even though, of course, all of our clients will ultimately feel better, more on that in a second, they know that feeling will change. It's relative and it's based on a lot of variables. So this causes doubt and confusion. You see, feeling better is a byproduct of them getting the tangible, measurable result that solved their original problem. Let me break it down simply. There are 3 main core human concerns: health and fitness, relationships and marriage, money and career. And of course, there are sub niches within that, like parenting and crypto investing and hormonal weight loss. And these sub niches make it even more specific. And our premium clients, they love specificity. So here's the thing. If you have diluted your offer because you're afraid to promise big results in your marketing, this will consistently hold you back from big monetization as a coach. Your offer needs to be solid in 2025. So once you have your solid offer and you know exactly the tangible end result that you're providing for your clients, now you're ready to get your marketing plan in place for the coming year. And that leads me to point number 2. Imagine someone standing in a pitch black room with a dartboard on the wall. They're throwing dart after dart, hoping to hit the bullseye, but it's like they have their eyes closed. Occasionally, they hear that satisfying thunk and they think they hit the target, but they can't even see where the dart landed or why. So you see, a coach who's posting reels every day because they've heard consistency is key is doing the same exact thing. They have no strategy behind the content, and they're just throwing out trends and random ideas and songs and flashing effects, hoping one will go viral. And some reels actually might perform well, but they don't even know why. They don't even have a great conversion strategy in place to make sure they're monetized. They spend a lot of wasted time scrolling, trying to find trends to copy when they could be doing something more useful in their business. Now, I'm not saying that posting reels doesn't work. Don't get me wrong. It does work. However, I do see a key shift away from this strategy for $1 million earners, and I'm going to explain why. Number 1, high earners see the flaws of Instagram and TikTok for business because it requires a constant feed of new content. This is totally unsustainable. And number 2, the algorithm on these platforms are constantly changing and favoring new trends, and it's another job just to keep up with the updates. So if you're a coach making between $10,000 and $20,000 a month and you got your clients on IG, keep on going. Don't stop what's working. But if you're looking to grow and you're at $20,000 to $40,000 a month, then I highly recommend you start to focus on YouTube. And the main reason YouTube content is superior as a long-term strategy, especially for $1 million earners, is for a few reasons. Let me break it down. Number 1, it's the second most used search engine behind Google. And that means if you Google something and a video was created on YouTube about it, it will show up in Google results. Number 2, the content is searchable. There is a search bar in YouTube, and people daily go there and put in a few keywords and ask a question, and they get a video, and it could be yours. This doesn't happen the same way on IG and TikTok. These platforms are for entertainment, whereas YouTube is for education. And number 3, the content posted on YouTube becomes evergreen, which means that a video you created 5 years ago could be seen today, and you could get a client from it today. Now, when's the last time you went back 5 years on someone's IG and bought what they had to offer? Probably never. And that's why YouTube is for the long-term players. So if you want to get ahead of the curve in 2025, start acting and producing like $1 million earner, go all in on a YouTube marketing strategy. You will be so happy you did even 1 year from now because you're going to have a vault of high converting video bringing you sales and clients for years to come. So now you must be thinking, how do I start using YouTube and my current marketing to multiply my sales in the next 30 days? Because if we're going for it in 2025, we have to start right now, today, like this minute. And that leads me to point number 3. You see, there are 2 types of people around the holidays: those who take December off and go into holiday mode for the entire month, decorating, cooking, partying, shopping. Nothing wrong with that. And there are those who use this time to prepare for next year. Which one are you? Every single one of the thousands of clients I've worked with over the years know that I always say January is the best month for coaching sales. And that's because it's when all of our potential clients are ready to start investing in changing their life. So as you strategize for your $1 million year, you want to be ready to monetize in January, which means now is the time to prepare. January will be over before you know it, and you cannot start after the new year. Otherwise, you'll miss the entire rush. In just a few weeks, the cliche of New Year's resolutions is at its height. People are going to commit to lose weight and find a spouse and start a new career, and they are going to hire someone to help them do it. And that's where you come in. You need to have a foundational funnel in place to take your prospects from seeing your stuff online to applying to work with you. And it can be as simple as this landing page that we have here. This gives our prospects a little bit of information and directs them straight to an application where they can book a call with our team. If you don't want to take calls, that's totally cool. You can have them apply, and then you can start a DM, text, or email thread to make them your offer. The key is make the process very simple. At the end of the day, making more money in your business is actually a numbers game. The more leads you get, the more applications you get. The more offers you make, the more money you make. So leads to applications, to offers, to money in your bank account. So you can back into this as well when you're trying to figure out why you didn't do as well as you wanted to in 2024, or why you're not making enough money even this week. You can figure out where the bottleneck is in growing your business. You see, money dries up when you're not making offers. So let me ask you and be honest. How many offers did you make today, this week, last month? If it's 3 or 0, then you know what the problem is. You just have to make more offers. And then you're like, how, Tara? Just get more applications. And then you're like, how, Tara? Get more leads. How, Tara? Well, this is where you have options and multiple channels. Are you emailing your list? Are you posting and selling in your stories? Are you creating videos for YouTube? Are you leveraging the power of paid advertising? And that leads me to my next point, how you can use the power of paid advertising to greatly multiply your business and speed up your growth. So that's what we're going to go over in point number 4. If you're anything like me, you do not want to be tied to your phone creating content all the time to keep the flow of client leads coming in. Am I right? I grew my business to over 6 million in revenue in about 4 years from using the power of leverage. Many female coaches are really afraid to use ads to grow their business. And I understand. They worry they will do it wrong. They'll hire the wrong agencies. They'll waste a ton of money and epically fail, all of which can happen. And that's why having the right offer with the right messaging with clear, measurable results is so key before pouring fuel on the fire. But once you have proof of concept, a little process I teach inside my programs, then you're ready to scale using paid ads. You see, ads are a powerful tool to connect you with the right audience because you're able to target specific people with specific interests. Ads also allow you to build credibility fast and multiply your reach that the organic algorithm just won't give you. And ads also help you grow your email list fast, which is your most valuable asset in an online business. In 2025, now you can actually use business credit to multiply your sales quickly. And this is a very smart move. So let me tell you a little story. I had a client open a business credit card for use solely on paid Facebook and Instagram ads. She spent $4,000 on that card. She got all the points and the bonuses that came along with getting that card and spending that much on the card. And then she made $18,000 in sales. So for those wondering, she sold a $4,500 offer to 4 new clients that month. So let me ask you, would you spend $4,000 of other people's money and make $18,000 a net of $14,000? Well, I know I would. That's a pretty good return. I do have to say though, there are risks here and that you shouldn't do this alone. Ads are tricky. And so if you don't know what you're doing, you can definitely lose a lot of money quickly. But if you do know what you're doing, you could also scale and make a lot of money fast as well. If you aren't confident also that you can sell your offer, so it's not just about just knowing how to do the ads, you have to know that you can sell to those leads that you buy. So if you have that confidence set up and you have a simple foundational funnel, you could multiply your sales in a short amount of time and also get your time back. This is my favorite part because the ads, the tech is doing all of the work of going online and posting for you. It's being done for you. So now you're probably asking yourself, well, how do I get all of this set up? And that leads me to my 5th point. AI is your friend in 2025. Remember back in 5th grade when you had a book report due and you didn't read the book? I have to be honest, that actually rarely happened to me. I was that good girl who did all my homework. But by the time I got to high school, that all changed. I started to rebel and use my new best friend for books that I did not finish reading. And that new best friend was Cliff Notes. That bright yellow booklet saved me more times than I'd like to admit. Cliff Notes. It gave me the themes, the characters, the quotes, and the general summary from start to finish. Thank God for Cliff Notes. I think it got me through high school English. But we have something even better now, ChatGPT. I started using ChatGPT this year and it has tremendously increased my productivity and quality of writing. AI doesn't actually do all of the work for me, but it does help me make marketing and my copywriting better. It gives me lists of bullet points that I wouldn't have thought of in the moment, and it greatly shortens the time to do something in my business and allows me to get more done, which leaves more time for free time and my zone of genius. So I want to give you some tips on how you can start to use AI for your coaching business today. You can ask ChatGPT for a list of top email subject lines for your niche. You could ask ChatGPT for a list of YouTube titles for your niche using the keyword 2025. You can paste an entire email that you've written into ChatGPT and ask the AI to further refine it with more professional marketing and sales words. You can ask ChatGPT to write a short sales page for an application. You can ask ChatGPT to edit your ad copy to sound more casual and approachable. You get the idea. AI can really help you with anything. I've even had it help me redesign some backyards in some rental properties I have. So now that you're ready to put AI to the test and make more offers, I have one last thing I want to share with you if you want to make $1 million or more in 2025. And this is probably the most important. Do you ever feel stuck, constantly second guessing yourself and wondering why over the years success feels out of reach? Well, here's the harsh truth. Your feelings might be sabotaging you. I talk about this at length in my book, 7-Figure Coach, because it is so important and it's something that most people don't even realize is happening. So success doesn't come from doing what feels good all the time. It comes from doing what's effective. Feelings are influenced by comfort zones, by fear, by nervous systems, and temporary circumstances. Feelings are inconsistent. One day you're motivated, the next day you're doubting yourself. And success comes from consistency, not mood swings. Decisions based on feelings often prioritize short-term comfort over long-term goals. We have a rise of emotional intelligence in humanity right now, which is amazing. However, it can also cause people to listen to and unpack their feelings so much that they shy away from everything that doesn't feel good. Look, business and making money won't feel good all the time. Just like working out doesn't feel good while you're doing it. You will bump up against your fear of rejection in sales. You will bump up against procrastination when you don't feel like what you created is perfect. You will bump up against fear when you're too afraid to make investments in coaches and teachers because you've been burned in the past. What will you choose to do in that moment? Will you listen to your fears and shrink back because you're thinking your feelings might be pointing to something wrong? Or will you take action anyway with compassion for the fearful part of you? Will you choose to stay disciplined and show yourself a new level of capability and resiliency? And I don't think I have to say this, but I will. The best way to do this is with mentorship. It is almost impossible to reach any amount of success on your own. Even though you know this, you might still be making this choice. And the reason for that is because you can't see your own blind spots. You tell yourself a lot of bullshit to keep yourself comfortable. I do too. In fact, it's not just a mentor will tell you what to do and hold you to it. It's that you also make different decisions amongst peers that are movers and shakers and doing things. So do yourself a favor, okay? If you have your sights on $100,000 months and millions per year, then get a mentor and be a part of a community of people who are doing it too. And by the way, if you want to join my free community of powerful female coaches, then make sure you click on the link in the description below. I'll actually give you access to my free online workshop where I teach you how you can choose your profitable coaching niche and get started today. So don't sleep on this time right before the start of the year. This is the time to get ready for explosive growth in early 2025 and implement these steps today. And now you know my steps to make $1 million in 2025, but you need to know the basic foundations of a scalable coaching business, which I go over in this video, how I'd make $10,000 a month ASAP if I had to start over.